last show at ESPN later today on the network. So.
Yeah, I thought he was coming in next. But we've got a new Sports Center coming up next. For Bram, I'm Sarah. Enjoy your Saturday.
The North Dakota State Bison win their second FCS championship. And they do it in fine fashion, 39-13, and let the party begin. North Dakota State has won 21 consecutive football games. If they win a third straight FCS national championship, they'll have to push that streak to 24. That quest begins right now from the Fargo Dome. NCAA FCS Championship is presented by Northwestern Mutual. And welcome to Jimmy V Week for Cancer Research on ESPN as we continue our commitment to the V Foundation and Jim Valvano's dream to defeat cancer. It is 1 degree outside, but thank goodness there is a roof on top at the Fargo Dome. That is the site for today's quarterfinal matchup between North Dakota State and Coastal Carolina. Take a look at our bracket, and we are down to actually 7 teams. That's because last night, Townsend pulls off the upset, knocking off Eastern Illinois by 10. They move on to the semifinals. Meanwhile, North Dakota State, Coastal Carolina, that winner will face Southeast Louisiana and New Hampshire. That game coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. You can catch that on ESPN3. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dave Neal. This is my Heisman Trophy winning partner, Andre Ware. Glad you could join us. And Andre, for those folks out there that don't watch a lot of FCS football, it's pretty simple for this one. Just to kind of explain what we got here today. It's very similar to Alabama-Auburn.
Yeah, the Iron Bowl. If you enjoyed that one, just buckle up because you're going to enjoy this one. North Dakota State, they resemble Alabama. Solid running game and outstanding defense. In Coastal Carolina, they're going to come at you, fast-paced offense that can score a lot of points.
Let's start with North Dakota State because you win championships with defense, and few teams, no matter what level of football you're playing, play like the Bison.
Yeah, they've thrown 3 shutouts this year against teams, and they only give up about 11 points a game. Talk about getting themselves off the field on third down. Only 27% they give up to their opponents this year. And then they get that magical offense on the field.
Yeah, speaking of that offense, they're led by a 3-year starter. All this guy does is win. Brock Jensen, just an outstanding QB.
Yeah, you can go back to high school with this young man. Won a state championship and has won the last 2 FCS championship games. He's an underrated runner. When things get mixed up and muddled, he can pull the foot down and pull the ball down, make plays with his feet.
As you say, that reminds me of a guy that maybe played quarterback at Alabama last year.
A.J. McCarron a little bit.
Let's talk about Coastal Carolina, because if you like up-tempo, fast-paced offense, this is your team.
Yeah, they'll snap the ball with more than 20 seconds on the clock. They get the right personnel on defensively. They will come at you, averaging about 42 points a game and close to 500 yards in total offense. Dave, they go fast but want to go faster.
Well, as far as running the football goes, one of the best in the FCS, Lorenzo Talaferro. Keep an eye on him, over 1,600 yards on the ground.
Yeah, 6'2", about 230 pounds, and just a bruising back with exceptional speed. If he gets in the open field, forget about it. He does not get tracked down from behind.
Well, this should be a lot of fun. A great matchup, interesting so many ways. North Dakota State's defense against Coastal Carolina's offense. Kickoff coming up next.
I'm Beth. And I'm Michelle, and we own the Paper Cottage. It's a stationery and gift store. That's cute. What's that? Anything we purchase for the Paper Cottage goes on our ink card.
So you can manage your business expenses and access them online instantly with the game-changing app from Ink.
We didn't get into business to spend time managing receipts. That's why we have Ink.
We like being in business because we like being creative. We like interacting with people.
So you have time to focus on the things you love. Ink from Chase. So you can.
Ask me. Ever wish for a bed that could feel perfect under every part of your body?
Ask me about our Tempur-Pedic.
They're sleeping on the newest Tempur-Pedic bed, the new Tempur Choice.
2 remotes.
Firmness settings for the head, legs, and back. These real owners get that famous Tempur-Pedic comfort how they like it.
Ask me about the lumbar button.
Lumbar button.
Lumbar.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Now the fun begins.
The NCAA FCS Championship is presented by Northwestern Mutual, proud to be an official corporate partner of the NCAA. And in part by Buick. Visit your local Buick dealer to see why thousands of people are switching to Buick each month.
There are few buildings in America that are as loud and raucous as the Fargo Dome. North Dakota State with a huge home field advantage, 12-0 against Coastal Carolina at 12-2. Third member of our team, her name is Kara Capuano. She's down on the sidelines. Good morning or good afternoon, Kara.
Good afternoon, Dave. North Dakota State leads the nation in scoring defense, third down conversions, time of possession. But their one major intangible today, the home dome advantage. The Bison have won 32 straight home games against non-conference opponents. The fans called the Fargo Dome the Thunderdome. All week long, Bison faithful have directed tweets at me promising 100% chance of thunder, joking that I'd lose my voice, trying to talk over their ear-splitting noise. Sound really peaks in the end zones and the student section. Last week against Furman, it got so loud, Dave, it was like standing close to a jet plane in here.
And they're up and running pretty good. Forcing Kara to strain a little bit.
North Dakota State won the toss. They defer, so Coastal will get the football first. Ben LeCompte will kick it off. Devin Brown is back to return, averaging 25 yards per return and has a chance a yard deep. He's out to the 23, bounces off a couple of guys and gets it to the 25-yard line. And there may be a loose football. They'll say he's down, so Coastal will have the football. This Coastal Carolina offense, we showed you some of those numbers. 43 points a game.
Yeah, Alex Ross has been spectacular. You see the 66%, over 2,900 yards. He takes care of the football, 25 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, and they are not afraid to run him. He's run for over 500 yards this season himself. This offense will resemble Auburn in a lot of ways. Quick pace, big physical running game, and a quarterback that can move the ball.
Play that the runner was down before the ball became loose. Review.
Take one more look at this. It did appear from our vantage point that Devin Brown was down. But once again, we are a good 75 to 100 yards away from the action, so we'll take a look via the camera lens, and you be the judge at home.
Yeah, just watch for the knee as he's trying to fight. Second effort, knees down. Oh, that's close. Boy, that is close. You'll see if it's the elbow and then the ball, that counts as well, but I think the ball is loose.
I agree with you.
I think it's out. Right about there, it's coming out. You see him losing possession. Only the hand is down, not any of this area. I think that's going to be ruled a fumble, and North Dakota State's going to have excellent field position on Coastal Carolina's 25-yard line.
Looked at though, Brian Shepard may have reached in there, popped that ball free.
Yeah, the hand does not count. The elbow does, and the ball is loose before the elbow makes contact with the turf. You're looking for either an elbow or a knee, and neither of which I thought hit before the ball started to make its way out of his hands.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Coastal Carolina.
What do we know, Dave? That I don't know. That is questionable.
Well, it stands. It was not confirmed.
That's an excellent break for Coastal, because you got to score points. North Dakota State, they will chew the clock up, averaging over 33 minutes in terms of possession time.
First down and 10 from the 25. Alex Ross. Pass is complete to Matt Hazel.
Well, Travis Beck with an excellent open field tackle. We talked to the defensive coaching staff for North Dakota State. They told us Travis Beck may be one of their best open field tacklers.
Play clock at 25, and they're already ready to snap it. Ross, the sophomore out of Alpharetta, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta, gets a clean snap.
He's going down the far sideline. That pass is incomplete. Looking for Hazel again. Not a bad option. Hazel has 62 catches on the year.
Well, Hazel was open. I mean, right off the ball, he got behind the corner before the safety could get there, and Ross was just a little bit late with the football. That's a weakness of that defense. You're going to show a cover 2 look. There's a nice little void behind the corner before you get to the safety, but you have to be on time with the football.
Pressure comes. Ross over the middle, high with the throw, and the Bison hold and force a punting situation. Hazel again, the intended receiver. C.J. Smith, the sophomore out of Savage, Minnesota, on the coverage.
Well, keep in mind, Dave, this is a Bison team defense that will get off the field. Opponents holding opponents to just 27% on 3rd downs, and when you get to 3rd and long, it's even better.
Austin Kane back to punt. Wobbly line drive kick that hits at the 45. Takes a great Coastal Carolina roll. Look at it go. It's going to nudge itself down around the 20-yard line. That'll end up being a 55-yard punt for the junior out of Kennesaw, Georgia. That is his new season long, by the way, which was 52. So North Dakota State will have the football, and they're led by Brock Jensen, the senior out of Waupaca, Wisconsin. All he does is complete passes to the tune of 66% for his career.
All he does is win football games. We mentioned it at the top, a state championship, the last 2 FCS championships, and he is throwing the ball exceptionally well this year.
They'll line up in the eye. Grothman, the fullback. First carry of the game will go to Ojuri. A 1,000-yard rusher will take it out over the 25 to the 26. Will give him 6. Pernell Williams comes up to make the play for Coastal.
Yeah, Ojuri has good quickness and speed, and last year he's really started to run with a more physical presence that the coaches want. He's got breakaway speed as well. Sub 4.5 speed to break the home run.
Interesting how quiet the Fargo Dome gets when North Dakota State has the football, and how loud they are when the defense is on the field. Single setback. Jensen had some time. Good coverage downfield, and he will be dropped back at the 19-yard line. A loss of 7 on the play. Good coverage by that secondary. Dominique Whiteside picks up the sack, his 2nd of the year.
Yeah, he's playing in his 6th year after he got a medical red shirt. He was awarded that medical red shirt earlier, but 34 tackles on the season. That's his 2nd sack this year. Good size off the edge at 6'3", about 240 pounds.
So now it's 3rd down. Let's call it 11. Jensen will work out of the shotgun. Play clock at 5 when the ball was snapped. Jensen over the middle. Pass is caught. To the 40, to the 45 goes Ryan Smith. You can spot it at the 47-yard line. 1st down, North Dakota State. 29-yard pickup.
A nice job of working in the middle of the field. Watch number 4, Ryan Smith. Nice move off the ball, and look at that flat break. That creates the separation away from the defensive back and gives Brock Jensen an area to throw the football in. These two were working before the game. You talk about timing. Boy, do they time up well.
48 catches now for Smith. 1st down and 10. Here's Jensen off the left side. He'll keep it himself. Brock Jensen to the 30, to the 20. Tripped up at the 15-yard line by Pernell Williams, or that would have been 6 for the Bison.
Boy, Ojuri threw him a nice block working against Mike McClure, the linebacker. And this is just a designed run. Watch Ojuri here, the back. Nice block there, and that freed up Brock Jensen. And then it's just a foot race. We talked about how you underestimate